Hello and Merry Cubemas to all. This is the brand new iteration of the Vintage Cube for December. There's a brand new card in here right now. Unctus, Grand Metatect. This is another Vintage Cube in a series of Vintage Cubes. Looks like they're going to be popping off pretty regularly in 2024, which I'm excited about. But we've got a 5-week run of this iteration of the cube. See how it goes. We have a good old counterspell to start with here. Another double colored card in Dothi Voidwalker, really strong. Birds of Paradise, Inti's really good. Actually, maybe I'll just start with Inti. It's the only red card. I mean, the other blue cards aren't that crazy, but I could just keep it simple and take a good old Inti. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Okay, well, I could have followed up Counterspell with a Miscalc. That would have been a pretty good start with the blue sort of tempo deck. But I think I can take like Shadow Spear, Figure, or Lavamancer. Be just fine with it. Nightmare's good. I like Triumph a lot too. This is a newer one. I think it's a little better than Bone Shards in most cases. Being able to pay 3 life instead of sack a creature is really good, I think. I think, yeah, I'm just going to take Shadow Spear. It goes in basically like any creature-based deck or semi-creature-based deck. A couple cards maybe are a little bit stronger, like maybe Nightmare. But I'm going to take the Spear. It's kind of cool they added that in. It's a new Urza Saga target when it pops off. Okay, we got another new black card here. This is like a Thoughtseize, right? Artifact or creature. And then choose one in the graveyard. Dang. Alright, so some reanimation hate. Some storm hate. It's a pretty strong card in cube. You could just stick with the red. I could take Othari too. Maybe it's a little stronger. I kind of like the dreams. I mean, it's seems like a powerful effect in this cube, but maybe not. It's definitely good in the sideboard. I don't know. I'm gonna take the cheap stuff. Okay, more new ones. Roaming Throne. You don't usually see a creature type matters card in cube, but this one is pretty good. Getting a lot of black going around. There's a Territorial Kavu, which is another new one. Pretty good domain card. Seems like that's a pretty strong new theme. The lands deck with domain. Got a Seal of Removal, some good blue going around. A pretty late Mox Diamond, 4th pick. I like Seal. I think I'm going to take Mox Diamond. Now there's a Saheeli, Karn. Not a whole lot of red coming around. Canyon is whatever. I think I'm probably on like Saheeli or Karn. Let's go Saheeli. If I get some more spells and like a Hellrider or something, Saheeli could be good. I don't see myself playing Karn in red. They put Massacre Girl in. Wow. Yeah. I mean, whatever. It's a cool card. I liked drafting it in War of the Spark. Put Tameshi in here. Pretty cool one. Valakut Exploration is a landfall. Exile the top card, yeah. And then it deals damage, yeah. Sweet. Kind of a late scape. I was going to say late sneak attack, and then I read the card Scape Shift. Because this is in here for some reason. Sure, let's take an exploration and see what happens. Well, what happened was we got past no red cards, so maybe I'm in the wrong lane. Or some of these packs maybe just don't have red cards in them. You never know. Alright. Instead of digging my nose into red aggro, what's actually open? We've seen some blue going around for sure. Occasional decent white cards. There's just a Windswept Heath. I don't think I care about that. Could take a Talisman, I guess. I'm going to grab Mentor. Maybe Blood Chief's Thirst is the best pick there. What is this thing? Second artifact. Okay. I mean, seems fine. Trinket Mage gets Spear and Diamond right now. It's something. I mean, this Apprentice seems okay. It's not great. Bivouac, I guess. Yeah, they really are trying to push like a lands deck. Wonder if there's a Valakut in here. I haven't looked at the new list. Okay, so we did wheel the 2 red cards that were in this pack. There's only one in our opener. We took Inti. So maybe it's just that pack 1 didn't have a lot of red in it. If we had more spells, I might take Lavamancer, but I think I'm going to take Figure. Yeah. Okay, I think this pack did have red. I'm going to grab Dreams. The Ready Kavu Paragon. Yeah, I don't know. This hasn't been a very good start to the draft, and I think I'm just not. I'm just kind of forcing my way into red for some reason. Take Paragon, actually. Okay, pack 2, we open an Ancestral Recall and a Grief. Definitely the best cards in this pack. There's a Flooded Strand too. Neshoba Brawler's a new one for the Domain strat. We got a Fire Blast, iconic mono red card. I'm not sure though. I could take Grief also if black was kind of open the last pack. It seemed like. Just go red black. But I think if I'm taking another like a non-red card, I'm probably taking Ancestral. I don't know. Ancestral's good. Now we get a Mana Drain. Yeah, okay. I think that's enough to kind of duck out of some of these other avenues. There's also an Itali. Crucible, Palantir's great. Yeah, take the drain. Okay, I like Dak Fayden, but I don't know what the hell is this thing. Vile Smasher the Fierce. Whenever you cast your first spell, choose an opponent at random. Well, that's not too hard. Equal to that spell's mana value. Oh. It's pretty strong. Just every time you cast a spell for the first time each turn, it just slams them. That's crazy. Alright, I'm probably just going to take Dak, though. They put Once Upon a Time in. It's pretty good. There's an Archon here, too. Treachery's solid. I think I like Dak. Now you got Triumph, Foothills, Time Spiral. Why is Doomsday here? Alright. Well, maybe we'll get Doomsdayed. I think I take Dragon's Rage over the Triumph. It could be land here, though. But I think Channeler will be good. Well, that's a late Fable. Probably going to take that. I mean, I'd love to have Steam Vents. I'd love to have a lot of these cards, actually. Chain Lightning, Steam Vents. Probably whatever this is, but I don't know. 3-mana 3/2. Whenever a warrior attacks, you may have its controller create. Okay. And then untap. Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, I think if there was any other card here, I'd probably be taking Steam Vents. But Fable's pretty strong. They have the old Natural Order art. Weird. It's going to throw some people off. Kappa Cannoneer. I've seen this before. I've never played with it. Improvise Ward 4. Probably going to lose to that at some point. I could actually take that card. I mean, we have some artifacts already. Even if we have like 2 or 3 artifacts out, it's not that much to play. Like, otherwise we're taking Time Warp, and I don't know how good that is. I guess it'd be okay. Yeah, I'm going to take the Cannoneer. Maybe we'll get more artifacts. Like, it's pretty good with this Apprentice. Makes 2 artifacts in 1 card. It's good with Saheeli. Now we get an Earthshaker, Mystical Tutor, Stomping Ground. Oh, they put the crew lands in? Nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I want Prism. Take Earthshaker. We're still fairly aggressive. Ooh, Heart of Kieran. It's an interesting one. I don't know how much I like that. I guess you can draft like Super Friends or whatever and it becomes decent. Timeless Dragons in. Nice. I like that. I think I'm just going to take Embercleave. I mean, Murktide could be good. We have the Channeler. We have some cheap stuff, but not a lot of like cheap spells. It's kind of creatures and artifacts and whatever. Um, so I think I like the Cleave. We do have a bit of an artifact theme going here. We wield the Fire Blast. Also wield the Goldspan. I feel like Goldspan might be better with where we are now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to take Goldspan. We have enough of a sort of artifact thing going with Kappa and Apprentice and whatnot. It's also just a good card. I mean, lets you cast your spells and hits for damage, so. Talisman. I don't think I want Candelabra. I guess sets us up for getting Academy, maybe. Crucible. Might just be Talisman. I don't know. I guess Candelabra has higher upside. If we get Academy. I'll take an Oliphant, I guess. Doomsday Wield? No way. You're kidding. Chain Lightning's good. Alright, pack 3. Ooh. Mishra's Workshop, you say? Okay. I mean, unfortunately, most of our artifacts require colored mana, but it could still help cast them, technically. I don't know if I want to slam it first pick, though. It doesn't do a ton. I mean, it plays like Talisman, Shadow Spear, and then it plays Apprentice with a mountain, Cannoneer with an island. I think I can just take Probe. Works well with Channeler and Saheeli. There's also Sky Sovereign. Pretty good 5-drop. It's an artifact. Kills creatures. Shieldbreaker's good too, but I'm not gonna take that over Sky Sovereign or Probe. Take Probe. Alright, there's Scalding Tarn. Okay, Valakut isn't here. I figured it was if there's Scape Shift and Prismatic Omen and whatnot. Domain's not enough of a payoff. You need the Molten Pinnacle in here. Well, you don't get the bonus for having multiples of them like you do in Constructed, but it's probably still potentially powerful. I think I just take Tarn here. I mean, Bone Crusher would be fine. Mystic Forge probably wouldn't be that great, but maybe by the end of pack 3 I'd be thinking differently. I think Automaton would be good in this deck. It's a cheap creature, it grows pretty quickly. It's got Ward 2, you know. All it really needs to be is like a 3/3 or 4/4 and you're getting a good rate. It's not that hard to do. But easy Tarn. Experimental Synthesizer. Ooh. That might be the deck for, or this might be the deck for that card. There's also a Fast Bond. Some good green. I mean, Carry Zev is great. Could just snag that. Not worry about the cheap artifact stuff. I do like Synthesizer though. Yeah, I guess I can take the Synthesizer. I don't know which one's more likely to wheel. Maybe the Synthesizer was more likely to wheel. I don't know. It's gonna be pretty good either way. Pyrokinesis. This is the one like, yeah. So it's just creatures, so I'm not quite as interested in that. Oh, there's Volcanic Island. I'm sitting there looking at Pyromancer, and I'm like, Oh, that's pretty good. I'll take that. That'd be a good card. Just a volcanic here. I gotta take the land. I mean, Pyromancer's great, but just gotta take the land. We have a lot of playables already. Ooh, Iconoclast is good. Makes more artifacts. Rewards us for playing spells and stuff. Scrapwork Mutt would be fine. Raptor's great. A great 4-drop in red aggro. So I'm gonna take third path. Next pick I'd probably take Raptor. It's fairly close. I mean, Raptor is strong. We are pretty aggressive, but I think Iconoclast making artifact tokens is good enough to take over it. It's also just a cheaper card, which I value highly in these kinds of decks. New art on the Faithless Looting. Okay. I could take that. I mean, Hellrider I think is just got to be great with like Apprentice, Sekili, Third Path. Looting would be great. Nettle Cyst would also be good. But I'm going to take the Hellrider. It's possible we wheel Nettle Cyst. Maybe not. Engineer. That gets Apprentice, Talisman, like Rabbit, Synthesizer. Hangerback could be okay. I might just take Manamorphose. It's a spell that triggers Saheeli in third path and kind of helps fix us for blue for mana drain and stuff. Just cycles through cards. Yeah, just gonna take that Morphos. Lightning Bolt, yeah. So red, I mean, the whole draft red has seemed pretty open. Just, we kind of took more of a blue-red, like, artifact route as opposed to just straight up red aggro. Shieldbreaker, pretty good. I feel like there was something else in that pack we were thinking of maybe wheeling. Oh, we're not on Valakut. Yeah, I guess Automaton over Forge. Forge still isn't really doing much. I might not even be playing the Automaton. So this is... Oh, sack it. Okay. I think it's Bubbling Muck is the one that's like the high tide for black. Yeah, a lot of land-centric cards been added. We wield the Pyromancer. Cool. I'll take it. Wield the Raptor too. Nice. Okay. And then it'll assist. Sweet. Very good. So, I mean, on the surface, we don't have a ton of artifacts to play something like Nettle Cyst, but we do have Saheeli and Third Path, and we have stuff like Fable and Goldspan, which make treasures, which are obviously artifacts. We didn't get a ton of fixing, but I think we got enough to play what we've got here. Yeah, I'm going to roll with this, I think. I don't know. We got a lot of options. Like, I think Rabbit Battery could be potentially good. Earthshaker, Nettle Cyst. All these could be good. I mean, even Patchwork. I'm going to roll with this. I think 16 plus Oliphant's fine. A lot of 1-drops. We got Ancestral, Probe, Morphos, whatnot. Welcome to round number 1 up against Omen. See if we can get out of the first round with this blue-red deck. Blue-red semi-artifacts. And we have the reason for the artifact deck here. The reason for the switch. Kappa Cannoneer. I think I can keep this. We're on the draw. We have a turn 1 play that's an artifact. We have a turn 3 play that makes artifacts. Maybe get a Cannoneer out around turn 4-ish. This is not good for me. This is really not good for me. No exile on the Chrome Mox, okay. Talisman. Alright. Interesting. That's a good card. Islands, we go to 6, up to 9, up to 10. Go land, spear. To have like another 1-drop, so I could just go spear. Yeah, I'm just gonna play the spear. Playing black. Uh-oh. Don't play Inquisition. They played their Chrome Mox out for no... I mean, I guess it still works with Academy. That makes sense, whatever. I don't think that means much. Now they potentially have a counterspell. Could just pass, but we have enough red 1-drops. I kind of want to Ancestral now. Maybe get like a Channeler. If they counter it, then they counter it, I guess. Yep. They sure did. And they have a follow-up. Just a cycler. Alright, go ahead. They got 3 cards. I probably should have just held the Ancestral. I mean, getting a Channeler down doesn't do all that much. There's no guarantee we draw it anyway. I could have just waited and then played it on their end step. And James Sahili. They cycle again. Draw an island. Okay. Well, we're getting off to a pretty slow start, but they're not doing much except accumulating mana. Okay, I'm gonna have to bolt that, but they're probably gonna have a draw 7 as their last card here. So that's not gonna be good if that's the case. I'm gonna bash the Sahili. Okay. Please don't have a draw 7. That's a time spiral. Troll. I didn't expect that. But it's a beater, as they say. Inti, huh? So we can go mountain. We're not gonna be able to cannoneer this turn. Because we go bolt, make an artifact. We still just have 5 improvised mana. Could go Inti equip. It doesn't do anything. I think I need to get rid of the Hull Breacher while they're tapped out before they draw the draw 7. So I can't chump the troll. So they can take out Sahili if they want, or just slam me for 6. Take out the Sahili. Pass. Okay. I'm gonna go this instead of playing Cannoneer. Try to start looting. Looting, gain life. Dack. Okay. Could steal Lion's Eye. Probably the safest, but they can just sack it and then still have it for like Yogg-Will or whatever they're trying to use it for. Could take Talisman. Takes away their red, I guess. They have 5 mana. Bounce a token. Or draw a card. Not sure why they tapped their Academy to play an artifact. Maybe they're just planning on bouncing though. Oh, they're drawing. Yes, probably should have used your island, right? I don't know. Kill Dak. Mountain. Okay. They're on miscalc, I guess. Might as well tap the equipment. Oh, it triggers when it enters? That's funny. Alright. I don't think I equipped the Cannoneer. I think I'll leave it on the servo. Then they both trade with Troll if we can't make it unblockable. Okay. Bomat Courier is a chumper. Also adds mana to the Academy. I'm assuming they have something like a Twister in their deck, so we seem to be a little bit ahead, but certainly not done yet. Alright, let's attack. I don't think we go in with Inti. I think they can still just eat it. Jump there, take 5. Just gonna attack this way. Ditch the land. Throw a counter here. We get a Firebrand. Not bad. Okay. You got the Spiral. Attack with Courier. They don't have a red source. Well, I guess they have Lion's Eye. Okay. That's interesting. So they must have more They must have significantly more red cards, because this requires either red mana or a red card to be exiled. So I guess they were... I mean, they did cycle 2 red Triomes. Yeah, I don't know. Some kind of, obviously, Academy artifact-based thing. Grixis, I guess. So Hull Breacher, it's not guaranteed that they have a draw 7, but I'm assuming they have at least one. I guess Shield Breaker comes in. Them having Pyrokinesis maybe makes me want to cut like Firebrand as a 1 toughness 2 drop. But it is nice to have against chump blockers and stuff. I think that might be the swap though. Ooh. This is close to being a really good hand. I think it's still potentially keepable because the odds that they play an artifact on turn 1 are like decent. And even if it's not till turn 2 that they play one, we have Channeler and then Battle Display to surveil for a land. I think Dak is good enough against them that I'm going to keep this and just dig for a blue source. It's definitely risky, but we're on the draw, so we'll get several cracks at a land here if they have a artifact early. Hopefully it's not like a Soul Ring, but some kind of like turn 2 Talisman or something would be ideal. Okay. I mean, we do need a blue source, but a second mountain's not terrible. Gets us to Fable. Just go Channeler, pass. Okay. Hopefully they're not running like Exhume or something. They get a turn 2 Troll, because that could be hard to deal with. Oof, okay. Not the worst. Let's blow that up. Surveil. It is a third land for Fable, but I think we can just bin it and just dig for a blue source. I think I'm allowed to do that. And then I'll probably, if they don't play a creature, I'll just bolt them into turn to surveil again. Trinket Mage. Okay. Go get like Lion's Eye or what do you got? Retrofitter. Okay. Be a good one to steal with Dak if we get a blue source. There we go. I guess I don't want to play it yet, huh? I want to have him play it out. So we could just go Iconoclast or Fable. Iconoclast uses our blue source, which is kind of good, but if we draw another mountain, we can go Iconoclast and Breath, so I think I just go Fable. Two attackers next turn. Only 3 mana though. It is a strong card, but it'll be a minute till we get... I think I can bin it. Also throwing a artifact in the bin gets Dragon's Rage closer to being a 3/3, so that's good. Although I guess, maybe we should have kept that because I forgot the Goblin makes a treasure here, so we would actually have 4 to slam it. They make a servo immediately, so now Academy taps for 2, so they can leak stuff. Discard, I don't really want to discard anything. I guess I'd discard like Inti to try to get another island, or get like another land, I mean, of any sort. Inti's pretty good though. Yeah, I think I still ditch it. Could ditch Iconoclast too. Just the one. Island's good. So I want to play Dak, but they did show Mana Leak, and they have Mana Leak mana available, so I think I just attack, and then we can hold up Drain. I could play Iconoclast too and just drain off the treasure token. I think that sounds better. They get to keep their Foundry, but they're representing Mana Leak, so I don't just want to slam Dak into that. It's a little bit of a tell that we're not playing Shieldbreaker. I think Iconoclast is still better though. Even though it reveals we might have something. I could also just go the route of like, they have a lot of mana, so it's going to be hard to play around Mana Leak, and we could just slam another 2-1. Put the pressure on. But slamming another 2-1 when they have a bunch of mana and a Foundry, where they can just trade with a random servo, it's not great. I think I'd rather hold up the drain in case they tap out. Or if it's just something that we have to try to drain regardless. No plays. So they're probably going to try to like make a servo, or sorry, make a Thopter untap and then make a 4/4 after they jump the Dragon's Rage. Oh, they have Bowmasters. Yeah, I'm going to have to try to mana drain that, and then we probably get leaked. And then next turn we can deck. But that does seem like something I need to drain. Yeah. Leak me. They should let me surveil first, but... Oh, never mind. They could just be making... Yeah. Whatever. Sure. So now we get to deck. Another island. I don't think we want another island now. 1/1. Okay, Bowmasters. Probably just snipe the Iconoclast. I don't know why they would do anything else. They have 1 mana left over. Okay, get a Kiki. We have a Kappa Cannoneer, which we could play after we attack. But I kind of just want to deck and take the Foundry. Yeah. I guess I play Shieldbreaker. I don't know. I don't love using my treasure for that. But they're at 10. And if they have a draw 7, it's... Or like if they get a draw 7, it's pretty bad. They could have it here if they're paying 2 for the crypt. You gonna spiral me? Oh, Fury. It's pretty good too. They could go like Channeler Dak, or they could just go kill all my creatures, then kill Dak, or kill all my like cheap stuff here. See what they decide. Either way, I don't think the deck's gonna live this turn, but we'll see. I mean, they do have to deal with the channeler eventually. They have no cards. Even though a 3/3 double striker, we're still gonna win the race. We got jump blockers we can make. Okay, Dak is down. Wasn't gonna plus it anyway with the Bowmasters out. But still makes sense to kill it, I guess. Apprentice. So Apprentice is almost neutral on mana with Cannoneer, but not quite. Yeah, let's just play that, I guess. Can't play Cannoneer. We can chump and make a 4/4 with Foundry now. They drew something. Oh, they drew Wheel of Fortune. Wow, what a rip. But they do get to nuke our Channeler. They can't kill the Thopter because we can make a 4/4. Well, I guess they just have to target it with two triggers here. But let's see if they actually do it that way. Or no, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't help them. I guess they'll just make a 4/4. One, two, three. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All on the creatures. Okay. So Goldspan's good. They are annoyingly at 5 though, and not 4. Yeah, I think I just play Goldspan next turn, and I guess we could play. No, we can't follow it up with Hellrider. We just have 3 mana. Lily. Okay. Bye bye 4/4. So they take out the 4/4. I take 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh god, I might actually be dead here. They're gonna be at 1. I can put them to 1, and I die. That's pretty wild. Yeah, they just had kind of a nutty top deck there. I knew they had draw 7s. Oh, sorry. I knew they had draw 7s though. They could have more than 1, so it might not have even been that crazy for them to draw 1 there. So we do have the extra mana to probe here if we want. Not really doing anything else with it. But I can't actually attack, so not sure what I'm trying to get here. Maybe I'm supposed to just use the life at that point. I don't know. Saheeli. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Jump, jump. So we can jump here if we want, but if they have like anything, we're dead. I'm trying to think how I maybe could have played this better, but I think I played it pretty well. Just they ripped a Wheel of Fortune with the Bowmasters out. So what can you do? All at me. So I could actually go to 1, keep a servo, and then play Hellrider, copy, hit for 2, and then try to win that way. Maybe that's my best out. Go like Goldspan, copy, slam. Yeah, it's probably my best out. Just gonna jump here. If they have burn or like removal or whatever, then so be it. They have 4 cards. I mean, it's pretty likely they have something. Ah, that's lame. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely. They got Echo too. They could just play that. Yeah, whatever. You got me. Okay, so they do have the draw 7s. They also have a Shieldred. So they have Hull Breacher, Bowmasters, and Shieldred, and multiple draw 7s. So we get to be on the play this game. But I don't feel great about our odds. Our opponent's deck is pretty good. Yeah, I think we're fine. Maybe I should bring in Kenra or Rada. Play first, yes. Not my favorite hand for being on the play, but I think it's a keep. They have a lot of artifacts. And we have a Fable in hand, so what's the worst that could happen, right? They could have Wasteland. We haven't seen it yet, though. Well, I don't think I've played any non-basic lands, so... Buble. Okay. And blow that up. Take a peek. Old deck. I'm still going to blow up the Foundry, I think. They're going to have more artifacts to steal. And by the time we can actually cast deck, they could just have Mana Leak up. Or make a servo and get value from it. So I'm just going to blow that up. Steal something on a later date. But they do know I have it, so I got to keep that in mind. It's also risky to plus stack on in open mana when they have Bowmasters. Hull Breacher. They play Spellbomb and pass. Okay. Can't really steal that one. I could DAC plus, but then it leaves it open to like removal or something. Could just go Apprentice or Fable. Just gonna slam Fable, I think. Hopefully don't get Spell Pierced. They can bounce the Goblin, but whatever. Takes the artifact away and keeps them from drawing a card, so I don't care that much. If I play Apprentice, they just bounce the Thopter maybe, so it's not that much of a difference. We get Fable going. Okay, you got the Bowmasters. Or the Breacher. Is it? Oh, it's Breacher. You got the Britches. Yeah, yeah. Play your Lion's Eye and Echo and send me on my way. No plays, no lands. Interesting. Interesting. So, could go Hellrider and just slam in. Hope they don't have anything. Could also try to Chain Lightning the Breacher. Does play around Mana Leak that way. Yeah, it's probably the safest. Because then we can just equip the Shadow Spear and get in. Okay, it's dead. Let's equip here, I think, because they could have Bowmasters still. Could also play Shieldbreaker, but once again, if they have Bowmasters, it's pretty bad for me. They could go... Okay, I guess they just don't have it. They're not F6, so I feel like they've got something to play, but maybe not. Okay, they drew 4th land. You have a Shieldred now. Another, I mean, from what we've seen, another swamp doesn't get them. Okay, it gets them Lily. That's something. Maybe discard. Sacathopter. Discard a card. Yeah, I think at this point I'd ditch deck. It just takes an artifact, which they don't currently have. We can't really plus it very safely. And when you're this low on cards, plussing it doesn't do a whole lot anyway. I think Hellrider just represents way too much damage to ditch. Land would actually be fine. Ancestral. Okay, so here we can kind of risk maybe missing on lands. But if we do miss, worst case scenario, we can just copy Apprentice and attack, get another Thopter. It's not quite as much damage, but it is still valuable, and then we can just play Shieldbreaker. So I'm gonna go for it. Hope we don't get messed up here. Okay, there's a land. Let's take a peek at that hand. See what you got brewing. They do have Echo of Eons in the yard now. They have Wheel, Metamorph, Command. Okay, so only one playable card. They can Echo too. So yeah, let's just go Hellrider, Slam. And you, Lily. You, them, you, them, you, them. Hopefully I'm not missing lethal here. I guess I should have checked. I might be missing lethal here. 5, 8, 9. No, not quite. If they draw a red source, could be something, but if they just go Echo here, I mean, I guess they could kind of go crazy with an Echo, potentially, but they would only have 1 mana left. But they could play like Academy plus a couple artifacts and kind of go from there. We do have a lot on the board, though. What could they copy? They could Metamorph for the Apprentice for some jumpers. But they're at 7. We can just copy the Hellrider with Reflection. They drew a Courier. So Courier, Metamorph on Apprentice. They have 3 blockers. But then oh, they're just going to Echo. Okay. Fair enough. All right, what do you got? You either have Academy and a bunch of artifacts, or you scoop. That's pretty much the only decision you got to make here. I mean, I don't know their whole deck, but I would imagine Academy is the only way that they can do anything here. Because the Echo is exiled, so even if they have like Lion's Eye to make 3 more mana, there's not another draw 7 that they can play out of the graveyard. If they're playing Underworld Breach, I guess there's a chance they have enough here to do some craziness, but they would have to actually cast the Breach somehow, which would be pretty difficult to do with just a Lion's Eye. There's the Lion's Eye. They're still playing stuff, so maybe they got a route here that saves them. So if I try to copy Hellrider, they can bounce it. I guess that's their plan. And they jump here. It's got trample. They take 2, go to 5. 1, go to 4. So I guess the correct play is to just let them bounce. Attack with reflection too. They jump here. They take 4, and I bolt them. Alright. Bounce my dude. Could also just respond to the bounce, copy it. They ditch Grief, Metamorph, lands. So they have no cards in hand. If they go for the bounce, it's safe to just copy. And then GG. Don't even have to still had all these them. GG's. Close one. Up against MP Padre 2. The second. See if we can get an Ancestral in the opener. Although to get an opening hand, we must first have an opponent, so. Alright. Padre has arrived. We have a mono blue hand with a Manamorphose. If it was only red mana, Manamorphose would be much easier to keep, but we do have Ancestral, like I was hoping, so it's definitely a keep. Ancestral doesn't require red mana in the opener. Preordain, okay. A fellow cantripper, eh? There's the mountain. Island, go. A Up against two blue drafters when I'm also a blue drafter. Interesting. Well, I guess our first opponent wasn't that heavy blue. There were three colors with a little bit of bluage. Let's see if we get dazed. Nope. Okay. I think we just go third path, probe. Discard some cards. Could go Morphos, third path, probe, but I don't think we need to do that. Moxstein would be a sick draw there. It is not so. I guess I'd just ditch like Oliphant. Yeah. Seed Shark, okay. Could be a problem. We have creature, sorcery, instant in the yard. How close are we to playing Cannoneer? Go land, Morphos, make a soldier. 3/5, so not quite. I think I go Channeler. Channeler into Morphos into 2-drop. Deck Fayden. So that steals an incubate token right now. Potentially other artifacts. But it does make it a 3/3 if we just bin it. I think we got other stuff we can do. I'm just going to bin it. Gold span. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be attacking. So let's just go Firebrand. Go ahead. Pretty good turn 3 there. So next turn we can play Cannoneer. And Rada makes it to where the Seed Shark can't block. See if they get rid of it somehow. Looks like they're bouncing the Channeler. Interesting. I guess they figure they can deal with Firebrand. But getting in with Shark too, well, it's kind of scary because it makes me think they've got, yeah, click. What do they take here though? I guess Cannoneer. They do have pretty quick clock in the air here. They could take Goldspan too because it's just another flying blocker. But I can't play it yet, so I don't know. We'll see. I think we can stack Inti's thing to where we can still make click not be able to block if we make the Firebrand a 4/2. Then we're taking like 5, 7, 9 next turn. If we don't leave a blocker for the incubator. So wait, what'd they take? Oh, Brea's Apprentice. Yeah, I guess that's pretty good. So if they're scared of Apprentice, that means they probably don't have like another bounce spell like a Jace or something to get rid of the token. Oh, I have to choose when its power is like this? That's lame. I guess that makes sense though. It doesn't like check on resolution. Whatever. Could throw it here because if they're gonna block, they're probably gonna block here. But if they trade that, I don't really care. I'm just gonna go Firebrand because that represents the most damage and also it's better for the next turn. Exile Raptor. Okay, they do trade, so they'd still take 3 though. Go to 13. Okay, no Raptor. We have Goldspan next turn. Hopefully they don't kill me here. They did miss a land drop though, so maybe they won't be able to do too much. Snapcaster on Preordain. Find a land. Make another incubator token. Pretty good. They could, I mean, we also haven't seen a second color yet. It's pretty difficult to get a mono blue deck in Cube, so they could be playing something else. But only islands so far. So Channeler has to attack. They could just bump up with Sheed Shark, or they could try to trade here. Skydiver. Goldspan doesn't attack super well into that, but if they do double on Goldspan, we can eat the Seed Shark, and then they won't be able to kill the Channeler, which is good. I guess we could also throw the counter from Inti on there. Yeah, that works. I kind of just want to crack with everybody. What happens if we do that? Throw the counter on the Goldspan. They just like eat Inti, take 5, trade here, take like 5, 10. So, I mean, it's a lot of damage. I don't think there's much reason to attack with these other ones. Okay. Two, three, 4. Cool. All right, go ahead. I could go attack, turnabout. My guys, tap them. I'm at 8. Incubator, incubator. I'm dead. So if they have like turnabout or cryptic, I think we're dead. I guess that would be one reason to just get the most damage in possible. That's funny, I just mentioned Jace the other turn. They do have it. What do they bounce? Goldspan? Yeah. Subtlety. Bummer. Karn. Wait. People. Oh. Oh, that way. Well, this is not good. I don't think I play land. Brainstorm, okay. I totally forgot that we probed them. I didn't even look at their hand. Dummy. So if we go gold span, they just bounce it with Jace again next turn, so it gives them another look at a counter spell. We could also just die to their like incubator tokens plus construct token. But I guess we do kind of win the race there. I could also go for Jace instead. Maybe that's better, because then we can drop Kappa. Maybe I just go like this. If they have force, yeah. That's probably GG then. Yeah, so they brainstormed into force plus blue card. It's pretty good. But not that hard to do in the mono blue deck. Okay, I mean, so they're gonna start getting with Seed Shark for sure. They can bounce with Karn, make another token with, or sorry, bounce with Jace, make another token with Karn. We have to just start chumping, and then maybe there's a world where Cannoneer can get in, but they're still at 7, so it's not looking good for the home team here. I mean, I would get in with Snapcaster too, but it's just me. Very conservative attack, but I guess they're at 7. Fate seal me. So I guess they're gonna give it to me. It's probably a land. Thassa's Oracle. They're running Brain Freeze? Are they just playing Oracle for Oracle's sake? Wait, it says that they... But it said that... I thought usually it said they use the ability. Like, if they put it on the bottom, it says, like, they used the ability after this line. I don't know. I guess they are fine with me having a Embercleave. Makes sense. They have a 7/7. What am I going to do with an Embercleave? Put it on a Cannoneer, I guess. So chump, chump. Take 1,000,000. 8, 10, 12. Can block there. Probably shouldn't even show them this. Because they have a Jace. I guess it has Ward 4. Okay, I mean, I don't think I can survive next turn. But maybe they'll mess up and try to bounce with Jace and I mean, it's not like it's not like Ward makes them pay the 4, but they can just incubate, and I think that's game. I chump here, a chump there, here a chump, there a chump. Yeah, chump, take 5, 10. I guess that doesn't have haste, so 5, 9, 11. I can eat that. I think it's exactly lethal. Actually, I should have given him Shredder. What am I doing? A land might actually be relevant here. Although I guess, no, they just gushed, so land doesn't matter. That doesn't work, buddy. They still have lethal, though, if they do the math. I just blocked the 2 8/8s, and I can't trade with Cannoneer. I just completely dead. I have no outs. Okay, so they're not going to kill me this turn, but they did bounce the Cannoneer, so I've got no chance of winning. But like they know what my cards are. They didn't bottom the Embercleave, and they knew I have Cannoneer. So if they did the math, they would know that they had lethal there. Or essentially lethal I could trade, I guess, but... Alright, play it out, I guess. What do we got? Island. That's not going to do it. GG. That was a up and down one. I thought for sure we were going to win that one, and then stuff just kept piling up. Probably could have made some plays a little differently, but I can't think of anything in particular. So just mono blue kind of tempo flyers. They did have Skydiver, which is a little scary for these cheap artifacts like Shadow Spear. Earthshaker Kenra seems like it could be good. Maybe I cut Shadow Spear, because it's the only cheap artifact that that's like actually good for them. If they take a synthesizer, it's not a huge deal. Mox Diamond's just too good to cut, like, especially if like they're bouncing my creatures and stuff. With Snap and Jace, like putting an equipment on a thing is kind of pretty mana intensive. I don't know, could be wrong, but I'm gonna bring in the Kenra. Play first, yes. Alright, this is a good hand. Channeler into Synthesizer, into Saheeli or Apprentice. Okay. So I can just Chain Lightning them, Surveil again. It's pretty good. I guess I'll keep it on top. It's not like I need land drops. So let's just jam it. Double blue. I don't think I need that yet. Maybe it's a little greedy, but I only need double blue for mana drain. So unless that's my next draw, there's not much that punishes me for throwing a land in the yard. Okay. So I could go Pyromancer, discard Saheeli and Kenra, and just have Delirium already. It's actually not that crazy. They're at 16 already. They could have a click next turn. It'd be kind of annoying. I'm gonna go for it. They could have force, I guess. They might force this. If they realize what I'm trying to do with Channeler, yeah. Makes sense. Does mean that next turn we can just sack the synthesizer if we want to start bashing. Okay, this is not card draw, so it's not too bad. Shark Typhoon. Eek. Okay. Now you know what's going to happen is I'm going to rip Ancestral Recall. I'm going to have a mountain in my hand. And I'm going to cry. But let's go for it. Dak Fayden. Okay. Not quite an Ancestral. Yeah, we'll slam Narset. Okay, they ditched the Typhoon. All right, sir. They can flashback Preordain or like a Time Walk if they have a Time Walk. They could shrink the Channeler, play a... Oh, they ditched Seed Shark. I was about to say they could play a Seed Shark, but... So what do they have if they're binning a 2/4 flyer? Shredder plus Oracle. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Blocks all my stuff, so. You got me. We could Kenra to get some damage in. But I think they're going to Jace my Samurai or Dragon's Rage anyway. Wouldn't be that much damage. They ditch a click. I kind of just want to go like Saheeli Probe. But it doesn't really do that much on this board. Maybe I just play Kenra and hit Jace down to 3. That also doesn't do much. Let's see what they have. I'm not going to play Saheeli yet. I'm going to actually look at what they have in their hand this time. Pro Gamer Strat. Ooh. Oh wait, that's my Surveil. I thought I thought that was there. I thought that was them revealing their hand. I'm like, ooh, fellow Chucker. I'm like, well, no, this is in pod. They can't possibly have this card. That actually seems fine, especially after we play Apprentice. Because we could go like Kenra. Or no, I guess we would have to go Apprentice this turn. Slam it next turn. Yeah, leave it on top. It's a pretty strong card. We definitely need more pressure. Borrower, I don't like seeing though. I mean, I wish I knew that they had that in hand before I kept the Cannoneer, but I think I probably still would have kept it. Don't want to play the second spell yet. Make it a 3/5 and then they eat the Dragon's Rage. No blocks. Okay. Get a free damage in. Well, if they think I have burn, I might as well continue representing burn. So hopefully they borrower. Oh, they looted the borrower away for a tutor. Okay. Like I say, hopefully they borrower the token so that we can play Cannoneer and they don't bounce it, but they're going to grab something specific. It's probably scarier. Right now they can't Jace anything crazy. Looks like they can maybe Jace a Gush now if they want. Pretty good. Yeah, Gush plus Shredder is a good little combo. Pick up lands that you don't really want anymore and discard them. I doubt that they would flashback Gush this turn and bounce 2 more lands, but you never know. It's kind of odd that, like, Mystical Tutor, like, the best thing they could get was a Gush. Seems like they drew something good here, though. It's like an X-Spell of some sort. Oh, Murktide. I see. A 6/6, Looks like our Dragon's Rage is not long for this world. Gonna have to run it into the big beaters, the modern playables. The modern all-stars, that is. Not just playables. Yep, -2 on the channeler. Sure. It's gonna die either way. They get in for 3. Makes sense. Raptor doesn't do much, unfortunately. Could go Cannoneer and try to race, but I guess I don't even have a chumper because I have to tap my Thopter. I have a chumper next turn. Saheeli doesn't do anything. Raptor doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I guess Raptor's kind of similar to Cannoneer, except we can leave a Thopter to chump. Yeah, I guess we do that, because then we can chump here and then sack it with Apprentice to get another card. Whatever, I'm not even going to represent Burn Spell anymore. They can eat my Channeler if they want. Go for it. Things are not looking good, though. Gush. Okay. See if they find a snap. No plays. Okay. A mountain. Okay. I mean, lands are good, I guess. Goldspan. I mean, I'm assuming they just have a counter, and we're very dead. So what if we go Mountain Earthshaker, but then our follow-up is just like a Saheeli that does nothing? I guess I gotta make Apprentice into a Raptor for some extra damage. 10. They're taking like potentially lethal next turn if they have 2 spells to play. Which they might not have. I think if I slam Goldspan, it's just getting countered and we die. I feel like Earthshaker's a little better. Maybe I just kind of have to go for the Goldspan. But what is it really doing? It can't really block these effectively. Probably just have snap. But if they have snap, I'm dead. Yep. Yeah, I don't really see a way out of this. It's kind of awkward with Jace. Like, if it was any other Planeswalker that wasn't able to shrink my guys, I wouldn't have even attacked it, but the fact that they can just plus to basically neutralize one of the attackers anyway, it's like, might as well sink the damage and kill it. So they don't have the flexibility of messing with you dudes. But, okay, slamming, and then they just have creature or something. Counterspell, whatever. Alright, show me. Show me the counter. No counter, okay. Draw a land next turn. Earthshaker, Eternalize would actually be decent. I think it's 6, right? Yeah. Because they can't counter that. Jace. Jace, bounce, GG. The Goldspan chump. You hate to see it. Land. Yeah, it's not good enough. They left Shredder back, so it's not going to do it. I guess it wouldn't have done it anyway. They just go to 1. Ah. GG's. Yeah, pretty good mono blue deck there. Kind of a womp womp 1-1. No prize. But we'll get them next time. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.